All right, what's going on, people? It is now a few seconds till market opens here, and we're going to get the ball rolling here right before we have this long weekend. Yet more strength going into the day after another pre-market gap up. Currently sitting at 431.62 on the SPY, and things are going crazy. Things are going crazy. Market is now open. There's the bell. Everything is green. FAANG is up anywhere from everything's hovering right about 0.5% green right now. XLK is up. VIX is way down 1472, and the VIX is the lowest it's been in a very long time. In a very, very long time. So we will see. This is the lowest it's been. Man, I'm just kind of scroll back here. I think this is the lowest it's been since pre. Oh, here we go. February of 20, right before Corona. This is the lowest it's been. So interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Good job, Jario. Nice. Nice. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, yes. All right, so a little bit of a pop down here so far with SPY. Probably just a little profit taken with all this crazy run up stuff. The lowest the VIX has been since pre-corona. Since pre-corona. Awesome stuff. I'm actually going to, I know I said July 6th. I'm actually going to change those. Those are a little too tight for me after looking at it. I'm going to go with the, let me look at the deltas. I'm going to go into the options chain here and look at the deltas. All right, the July 7th are, let's see, 433.31 right there. July 9th. All right, I'm going to go with the July 9th. 433. Same strikes. I'm just going to go update them to the July 9th. I don't like the July 6th are a little too close there. And those still have what are those 0.36 deltas. So I'm happy with those. The implied volatility is 7%. Still low implied volatility on that. So there's the VIX. SPY is down here. Q is there. XLF is kind of falling off here. Tesla must have had some good numbers on their report. FAANG is going cray cray. Bonds are down a little bit after the dip, and then XLF is kind of getting a bid here. All right, let's see here. Hold on. Qs are up. That's there. XLF is getting a little bit of a bid, and SPY is here. I might take some calls here, try to swing some call or scalp some calls. Let's see. Once this thing settles out, let's see. I'm going to be ready for it at least July 9th, 433. Dang, look at that boost. Crazy. I'm going to switch to the 3-minute. I don't want to be psyched out by crazy candles on the 1-minute chart. Hate the 1-minute chart. And there we go. All right, so bottomed out here at 431.36 and up here at 431.78. POC is way down here at 430.32. XLF big green after that big red candle there. Nice, Johnny. Well, thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's not a bad idea, Justin. However, with things being the way they are, with this strong bullish market, I mean, the VIX is already at, what, 18-month lows, or what is it, 16-month lows. So you don't know how far this thing can fall. So we could go back to pre-corona normalities, but you never know. XLK is way up there. Q is getting a bit. XLF got a little green there. SPY is kind of right here. XLF still got the red. I just want to mark. All right, so Qs and XLK are definitely green. Facebook had a little sell off, but it looks like they're going to get a rebound. Tesla's going nuts. VIX is still dropping. SPY might get a bid from the Qs here. Q is going crazy. Still XLF down. All right, so once I see a recovery in the XLK or XLF, especially with the Qs being this strong, I will look at taking some calls here. I think this, once with the strong upside of the Qs here, and XLK, once this XLF kind of finds a bid, we'll see some upside with the SPY. Plus, VIX still has some room to fall a little bit to get down to the POC. We'll see though here. I just want volume to step in here. We're kind of volume starting to die off already, and we're smack dab in the middle of this really tight range. We've only got a 30-cent range right now, so our 40-cent range. These calls are currently trading at $1.07 a piece. $1.07 a piece. Yep. Alrighty. All right, SPY is going down again. Q's kind of up here at the top of their range. XLK is there. XLF down, down, down. No play channel should be in there. Yeah, it should be in there. It's right there. It's in the under the other section. So Tesla's back up to 696 after jumping down almost to 400s. So crazy volatility there as usual. Microsoft is up, man. Just FAANG is, except for Facebook, FAANG is popping, man. Amazon's heading back up to 3,500. Google and Netflix are, oh, Netflix popped, but they're getting sold off. But Facebook's the only weakness. And SPY is getting sold. Getting sold. All right, so these calls have fallen to $1.02 each. I think they went down to 98 cents here at Q's. Still hanging out right here. I'm really just waiting for the bounce in SPY. There's some volume to come in here, and I'll see if I can throw in some scalps on the SPY. Hey, there's a little bit of volume. Or price action, I should say, not volume. All right, so VIX is still on falling off here. SPY is getting a little bit of movement here, right in the middle of the range. XLK and Q's up, XLF there. Holy smokes. Boeing. Someone just said that 737 just crashed and Boeing is tanking. Is that the max? Is that why? Man, that was Boeing was one of my bread and butter stocks back in 2020. Man, I love Boeing. Wonder what the cause was, especially being a pilot myself. Let's see. Let's see if we look up some news here. I don't see any news coming across for a 737 crash. A Boeing 737 cargo plane has gone down in the water off Honolulu after experiencing engine trouble. Interesting. Considering that these planes are developed, are designed to fly off of one engine in the event they have an engine failure. The object that the thought that they crashed on engine failure or engine problems is a little hard to believe, especially they must have some sort of systems problem that shut down both engines. But interesting. Interesting. Either way. Yes, I'm on the Patreon chat and in here. Sure thing, Born. I can teach you. All right, SPY is jumping back up. That's what I was anticipating, but I didn't get in on the calls. $1.12 right now. They got it down to 98 cents. That would have been a good scalp. Q's back up here at the top there. VIX is falling still. XLF is finally getting a little bit of a bounce. And SPY is coming up to the top of their channel. SPY is getting a big bid. Man, look at that. Up to $1.20 right now. Beautiful, beautiful. Just looking around here, just want to take a sentiment, kind of just make sure I'm watching everything, watching how things are falling out. Volume here, big strong on Qs. Still got some strong volume, starting to taper a little bit, but still some strong action here on the XLK and the Qs. XLF is getting a bid there. SPY still popping. All right, just taking a look around here. I want to look at the SPX, start forming my watch list for the SPX. SPY's there, Q there. XLF starting to get a little bit here, so let's focus on here. I just definitely want to focus on the SPY chart here. SPX, I'm not going to trade SPX. There's no volume on the 7th and 9th dated options. And I just July, what the 6 are just too close for me with that, so I don't want to trade the SPX there. I probably won't trade in the SPX. Just stick to the SPY if I trade at all. So we'll see what happens. Q's going right here. All right. Tesla is getting a little sell there, so watch for a slight dip in Q's possibly. Maybe a little profit taking going on. Here's SPY. Ooh, look at that Tesla. Look at that. Man, XLF still with another dip there. VIX is 1451. All right. So I just want to look at SPY right here. 431.96 is the upper pivot. That's the high reached in pre-market. Didn't quite reach there. We're at 431.93. We came 3 cents short of that. The range, we still got 8 minutes until we form the ranges of 431.92 and 431.33. Just bought Q puts. Nice, nice. Hardy, if you look in the OM calls and puts channel, you'll see that I post my watch list there every morning. My bad, my bad. Cool, thank you for that. Ooh, thank you. Buying some BA calls, yeah. All right, these things are trading right here, right at the upper top of the range. The upper range, not the upper top. Same thing. Q's up there. Not much moving after this initial pop in the morning. Kind of just staying put. Yeah, VWAP is that green line. Green line. All right, SPY looks like it wants to come down to touch. All right, all right. All right, so this thing is 431.84 right here. VIX is still falling, still falling. If this thing chops now, we'd probably form all new all-time highs again. And XLK is there, and XLF still falling, still falling. Interesting. Yep, that's why I'm not trading SPX today. It's just no volume stuff. No volume stuff. So, all right. Not much moving around right now. Oh, nice. Good, good. I'm glad they were able to rescue the crew members. Was it a cargo plane? Was it a FedEx plane? Does anybody know? I've got a lot of friends that fly for FedEx. So let's see here. Hmm. Okay. All right, XLF. Q is starting to get a little weakness there at the top. VIX there. All right, interesting curl up on the VIX possibly. All right. All right, SPY is not moving. After that little morning up and down, we're just plugged right to the top of that range. Here, I want to kind of look at time frames here. There's not much to look at, in the past, unless you want to find supports, because obviously we've been treading all-time highs for the past week. So All right, SPY got a little red there on the 5 minute. Things are kind of boring at the moment. Not much going on. Not much going on. BL calls at 4%. Nice, nice. Yeah, if I was trading anything else, I probably would buy some Boeing calls right now and hold them. I'd buy some 1 month calls. I mean, I love playing Boeing. It was such easy money back throughout 2020. Even into January, I was playing Boeing. It's good stuff. All right, Q's right here on the 3 minute chart going to the 1. VIX wants to curl up. Tesla's still coming down. Hey, Professor Dave, what's going on? We pilots love BA. Nice, nice. You're a pilot too. Excellent. Did I buy options in individual equities? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yep. Tesla's one of the reasons why I'm here today. Tesla, Boeing, Amazon, Apple, SPF. I mean SPY. I'm sorry, not suntan lotion. SPY. Yeah, I traded individual stocks, ETFs, traded everything. SPY coming down. XLF is still tanking. Sorry, I've been talking. I realized my mic was muted. So yeah, XLK is still up here. SPY's got a little pop up to the top. Yeah, so I was talking with my mic muted. Sorry. All right, VIX is yeah. So not much to it going on here. I can flip back and forth the charts 87 times, but things are still kind of at the top of the range here. VIX still there. Let's see. Financial sector still right here. On the 3 minute, it looks like they're trading back towards maybe some buying action as the momentum is starting to die out here. SPY is sitting right at the top. Remember, the markets are closed Monday, so we won't be back until Tuesday, which means we won't be live streaming until Wednesday. So I will miss y'all for sure. All right, that had the volume node for me here at right up here in the top. And then right down here, SPY has got the POC of the 430.31. XLF there. Qs. Bonds are up here. NASDAQ is kind of trending up here as well. Well, not the top of the range. You have to look at confirmation. So if you pop off that top of the range here, you don't want to necessarily just go crazy and calls and see if it's going to climb. You want to let it close above the range and then the next candle follow through with it, because these things could easily get sold off. If you look at yesterday morning, like right here, this is a perfect example right here. You have this candle come up, immediately sold off, up again, sold off, all the way back down. So you want to wait for confirmation. Like this red candle, if that was up here, green candle here, yeah, then I would want to buy. That's strength outside. But yeah, you don't want to do that. So yep. Our RSI was giving me a lot of false indications. That's why I don't use it anymore. For longer time frame, like if I were to do longer swing stuff again, 1 month, 3 month stuff, yeah, I would use some RSI. But for day trades, to me, it's useless. It gives too many false entries, false indications. So I just don't use it. SPY 3 minute here, right up there at the top. VIX is here. XLF is bouncing. That's why I presume that's why SPY is getting a little bit of a bid. When will we see days where SPY moves in dollars? Well, I mean, that's become pretty much the norm in this kind of market here. But in the normal day, a normal market before Corona, that wasn't all that common. So, I mean, it happens now often. So, I mean, next week I'm sure we'll have plenty of $1 moves. Yeah, how did BA respond to that? Oh, nice. A little bit of a bounce there. Beautiful. 429 puts are now 383. Do you go lower? What's your expiration on those? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I just looked at them. SPY is right still at the top, man. Look at that. Just no volume. Just sitting there doing nothing. VIX is still trading flat. Just a nice flat. Hey, man, look at that sell off on the Qs. All right, stand by. Hold on. Man, inverse. The Ks and the Qs just went inverse, man. Holy smokes. Wow. Qs just got smoked. Interesting. Didn't even touch SPYs because XLF just went crazy. SPY's got some interesting action here. It's starting to form this uh, higher lows, lower highs pattern. It's starting to become very constricted here, and that thing didn't even budge with the Qs. And XLF is going crazy there. Right. The SPY didn't care one bit. Just nothing. Nothing. So, although they tend to be dropping, seem to be dropping now. All right. All right, hold on right here. VIX there, QQQ is there, XLF is dying off again. Interesting. It looks like this looks like a put setup to me. I just want to be very careful here because we have, the situations that is very bullish. Yeah, it's quiet today. No one wants to play this crap, and people are starting the long weekends. Quiet today. All right, right here, 431.83. Not much going on the SPY. XLF is kind of selling off again. Qs are right there in the range. To me, this looks like a put setup. That's what I'm kind of leaning towards, but I'm going to be very careful here. I'm going to be very careful. What's up, Ethan? How's it going? You all have to remember, veteran just said it. Like when I'm talking about puts, I'm not talking about holding puts overnight. Obviously, I'm scalping puts. So just because right now I think there's a put setup doesn't mean I'm going to hold puts the rest of the day. As is right now with this, the top of the range holding here, the lows getting lower and lower, volume is starting to tank off. XLF is kind of looking a little weak again. Like it kind of looks like a put setup, but I'm being very careful because we know what happened yesterday when it looked like a put setup. I got roasted on that giant influx of volume. So yeah. So here, let's look at the 5 minute, bouncing off the 21 up here, sandwiched in between these things. All right. Break a V up, yeah, that's not a start. That's not a bad idea. V up is usually, especially when you got this type of volume right here, a downside break of VWAP is not a bad idea to take some puts, especially in the 5 minute there. Things are starting to cool off on the squeeze momentum, and volume is dying off here. Qs are kind of looking weak to the downside. They're trending down, and XLF kind of got this red and green thing going on here. VIX is it year lows? 52-week lows here. Either way, I'm not touching it right now. Yeah, you're right, Cade, for sure, for sure. All right, so SPY is up here at 431.75. Starting a downturn to touch. VIX is starting to get a pop. QQQ right here down at the bottom of their range. XLF is up here. XLK kind of falling off. So, what's up, Henny? How's it going? SPY is just absolutely good. This is incredibly boring trading. Q is still on the dip though. XLF is right here. Same old stuff over and over again. VIXs might get a little upturn here, but SPY doesn't want to move anywhere. It's coming, Corey. Yeah, the challenge is coming. Yeah, you can buy call. You can buy longer dated calls in the VIX for sure. Ooh, Q's still getting a dip. XLF is there. VIX there. I'm going to step off here in about 11 minutes here. This is just boring stuff, and just sitting here clicking on charts is not beneficial for anybody. I will still be monitoring the Discord, so if you have any questions, concerns, you can throw them in there and at me. You can add OptionsMillionaire on any channel, and I will respond appropriately. So I'll still be monitoring the Discord, of course, but yeah, this stuff is just boring. Nobody wants to sit here and look at this crap. So I do, Michael. Yeah, I'm doing a well. I initially said it's going to be a 1K to 25K challenge. I'm going to kind of pivot away from that because I think that sets unrealistic expectations. To turn $1,000 into 25 grand is like 2,500%. And obviously it's ridiculous, especially when I'm not going to be doing 100% position sizes. However, I'm going to kind of frame it as what a 6-month challenge. How far can I take $1,000 in 6 months? That's kind of how I'm going to frame it. Doing smart position sizes, smart trading, and show people that if you've got $1,000, you can build a respectable account. So yeah, that's coming soon. Me too, Corey. Me too. There's too many. There's too many. 25K, 100K challenges out there, and I tell you what, 90% of them are complete BS. I saw one guy that said he turned $500 into 100 grand in a month. It's like no, complete garbage. So I promise you, it's all manipulated and it's all trash. So yeah, I want to do something that's realistic and actually useful because a 1K to 25K challenge doing 100% position sizes is not useful to anybody. So all right, not much going on right now. Not much going. SPY. Oh, hey, SPY pinging to the top of the range again, 431.92. Let's see where that thing goes. Probably about a week, Tony. Hopefully, that's right. When you have unrealistic expectations, with challenges like that, you're just setting yourself up for failure because you're going to take a loss. And if you could have a killer week, and you could build a $1,000, if you could do 100% position sizes, you could build $1,000 account on a few good wins. You could build it to a 2,000 in a couple of days, as long as you go on a winning streak. But then you take one trade and you build, say you take that 1,000 and you build it up to 6,000, and then you take a big old 40% loss. Well, you're going to kill yourself. I mean, not your account's going to get killed. So that's why people get completely demotivated, because they get on this high of win after win, and oh man, this is amazing, and then they take one big loss and you get wiped out, and they wipe out weeks of gains. And this thing's popping right at the top. Bryson says, what's my perspective on trading leverage ETFs instead of options? Oh man, I traded some back in the day. I used to trade some oil ones. I think UCO was one I traded quite a bit, especially when I saw that massive tank. I think it went from what, 700 or something down to, or 500 something down to like $20 or something. Yeah, I used to trade some UCO. I'll be trading as much as I can, Michael. As long as I've got the closed funds, which is T1. So I'll trade as much as I can. Yeah, it'll be a true, like, I opened an account and I'm putting only $1,000 in it. So I'm doing it legit, exactly what everyone else is doing. So it'll follow all the normal rules. Correct, Tony. Correct. I'm hoping to shoot for it next week. Next week. Good, Corey. Great book. Yeah, read into it, man. Take notes, read into it. How will you be prepping for the eviction moratorium towards the end of the month? Well, I've got some good renters, so it's not affecting me. Luckily, I had one back in April. I had a disaster situation where a renter destroyed my house, but luckily they left. And they never came back, so that's not affecting me. I'm dealing with the pursuing them for damages, but other than that, yeah, I've had a pretty lucky time of it, and that's because I'm very much my properties. I focus on location. As long as I narrow down the risk of putting a bad renter in by limiting the areas that I purchase my rental properties. If you go to a very rough part of a neighborhood that's not really centrally located next to a school or nice subdivisions or nice supermarkets, then you're gonna set yourself up for kind of that lower the people that don't really care much. So it's all about location. So I always find a nice school zone. I find a place with nice supermarkets, driving distance. Usually the schools is the big one because people want a place they can put their kids in a safe place. So you find a location, then you use I use a reputable property management company to fill renters. I pay them a fee. They do all the background checks, the credit reports. They fill they fill them. They do all the interviews, all that stuff, and all that meets my guidelines. They fill the partner, they fill the tenant, and that's it. So I've been very blessed in the people that I have in my rentals. Then you want to find that neighborhood and you want to find the crappiest, most dilapidated home in that area. You find the worst home in the best neighborhood and you fix it up. You could either do a cash out refinance flip. You could do a reinvestment property. A couple of different ways to do it, but that's my strategy. VIX is starting to fall off again. QQQ is right here at the bottom. XLK is right there in the middle, and SPY popping up the top of the range. Yeah, a lot of people that I've talked to that are in the rental business, especially like my line of work. There's a lot of people that have rentals. It's like they find this awesome house that's like a low price point and it's a great flipper and it's got great bones to flip and turn into a rental. But I'm like, all right, well, where's the closest school? Well, it's about 8 miles away. What kind of school is it? It's like one of the lower ranked schools in the neighborhood in the region. All right, well, how far away from the nearest Walmart? I don't know, about 10 minutes, 15-minute drive. Well, it's not a good location. You're going to get people that have to rent from you, not want to rent from you, and that brings in a different clientele. All right. If you look at the pre-market, if you look at my trading view here, if you go to the bottom right, see this EXT right there. If you click on EXT, that'll show you pre-market. Turn it blue, and that'll show you the pre-market. All right, it is 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here to be a little more productive doing other stuff. I'll be watching closely. If anything comes up, I will be posting in the room exactly when things are going to roll. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can always add me at OptionsMillionaire in the Discord room. You can also shoot me an email at OptionsMillionaire2020@gmail.com. Appreciate y'all being here. Friday, remember we've got a long weekend, kind of 3 days of rest and relaxation. Spend time with your friends and family. Do some fitness, eat some good food, enjoy the weekend. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I will see y'all next week again on Wednesday when we start the live streams up. Thank y'all for being here. You have a good weekend. I'm out. See you.